Hello everybody and welcome your faces back to Crypto Jet, where today we're going to be talking about Ankr coin. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please follow the same routine you have been until now. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below with a question you have about this coin. Now, let's move on. Ankr is at a price of about 15 cents at the moment, market cap of $1.1 billion, 24-hour volume, 200 million, quite an increase since yesterday, and a circulating supply of 70% of the coins in circulation. Now, what exactly is Ankr? I'm going to try to make it a clear and concise explanation for you right now. Ankr believes that cloud computing is the future of this world, and they aim to provide a decentralized solution in the exact field that Google dominates in, the data industry. So Google has a monopoly, you may know that, everybody knows that, and having a monopoly, they can control the prices. So whereas your Google Drive may be very affordable at the moment, it's probably not going to be in the future because of rising costs of actually processing and storing data. This is where a decentralized system comes in place. There's an abundance of projects that focus on this exact problem. So the real question is, can Ankr prove to be a worthy competitor in this industry? Let's take a deeper look. The Ankr network was created to provide a new blockchain solution that's able to leverage existing computing power from devices and data centers. This ties generally to staking and a lot of other different blockchain protocols which they have partnerships with, because they allow for all of these things to be done on this Web3 network, which is their new version of the internet, pretty much. This sharing of computing power is actually known as a sharing economy, where consumers can access cloud products and services at a far more affordable price than they used to. Also, companies will be able to very easily monetize their spare computing power, so it provides a win-win situation for everybody. Few of the interesting things they have: staking nodes for rewarding people on the network, APIs for developers on many different blockchain networks, and enterprise solutions for firms providing infrastructure for exchanges, staking platforms, data analytic providers, and more. A bit more about the technology. Through a unique proof of useful work consensus mechanism, this is the first time we're hearing about this, Ankr is able to harness a significant computing power from anyone on the blockchain because of this useful work, proof of useful work mechanism. It's quite unique. Not a lot of coins actually use it, and it allows for more efficient consumption of all the power inside of each computer on the network. Now, the data industry is pretty much like the baby industry because there will always be more. Ankr is here to act as a secure data storage and processing platform, or a babysitter, if I may. 8,000 nodes deployed, meaning decentralization is already happening at quite a large scale. A lot of blockchain pioneers, Binance, Avalanche, a lot of these networks, Harmony, Matic Network, Elrond. You may have heard a lot of them. If you haven't, we're going to review them very soon. And there's a lot of good reviews about the actual coin from different blockchain protocols and companies. Now, let's move on to the technicals. Moving straight on to the technicals, we could take a look at Ankr's performance in the near past, which is from the 23rd to 24th February, all up until today's actual date. Now, what I can notice from the start is this level of resistance that turned into a level of support in the future. Now, how do we see this? We can see a hit and then a retest, another hit and then a retest, another hit and then a retest, and then this great bullish candle signifying a break of the actual zone of resistance, which did happen. And then we could notice these two very bearish indicators, these long wicks on the top, bouncing off of this level of newly formed resistance. Now, the key thing to notice here is that we're actually hindsight trading at this point. So these two candles, if you were looking on the 23rd of March when it actually happened, you can notice that would be all you can see on the chart, right? All you would notice is these two candles. Immediately after noticing these two candles aligned so perfectly, you could tell that the price was going to retrace, simply because of how strong this bullish movement was. And what happened? The price did actually retrace, bouncing off of this level of support again, and then moving upwards, consolidating, then moving for an all-time high. Let's zoom out a little bit. The next zone we can see is this one. It's an important level of support at the moment. We had the price hit it here and quite abruptly emerge into a new uptrend. Now, we can see from the all-time high and up till today's day, we can see an emerging downtrend. Now, this is obvious because after such an exponential move for an all-time high, there's obviously going to be a correction, and it's a normal thing, right? How can you spot a downtrend? You can simply see a series of lower highs and lower lows. Now, this is the first high, this is the first low. You have another high, you have another low. You have another high, which is lower technically than this one, and another low, another high, and another lower low. And at this point, what happened was a reversal of the trend, or a break of structure, as I like to call it, and a series of short higher highs and higher lows until we reach this zone where the price actually did dip down into this previous low, making sort of a zone of support on a very low time frame. Currently, we can see the price going up, retesting from this trend line or zone of resistance, as I like to call it, and potentially waiting for a breakout. Now, if the price does break out, let's say it heads up until this point right here, right? Somewhere there. So what can you do if the price does actually hit that point? Let me just draw that up for you. So it goes up here and then it starts retracing, right? There's always going to be a retracement after a move like this. What can you do? You can take the Fibonacci Retracement tool to find a better entry for yourself. So you can plot it from here up to the exact top of where the coin went, and then you can wait for the price to retrace into the 61% level, or the green dotted line, because that's the most significant retracement level, indicating the most healthy form of retracement. Now, what can I expect to happen after this is a hit into this zone, perhaps another consolidation, and then a move for this next level of resistance, after which we can see consolidation once again, because there is quite strong resistance, but then a break of the level and a move for a new all-time high. Why do I think that this is going to consolidate right here? Because we can see this zone here proved to be quite a strong selling point for people who have bought into this coin. So we can see strong selling pressure here and strong selling pressure here. We will see what the coin does in the future. Taking a look at the daily chart, we can see how exponential this growth actually was. But plotting another simple trend line, we can see that this coin actually has potential for very good growth in the future. That would be it for today, guys. Do not be surprised if you see this coin skyrocketing in case their decentralized data policy actually turns to be fully functional in the next few years and working like a charm, which I strongly believe that it will. So that's it for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Adios.